Hey guys, Chris here with Work to Game, and I'm just going to take a brief moment to talk about a question that I see come up an awful lot, especially as we start to have crafting guides and gathering guides re-pop up here on this channel with more detail than ever before, talking about Stormblood, and we're now starting a new series on leveling alts. I know Brian and I talk an awful lot about getting your first class to 70 is a major priority. And there's many reasons for that. First of all, it's what keeps you from getting bored in the mid-game. Most players that quit the game and never pick it back up is because they level classes up and they get them to kind of, a decent point, and then they go, I'll try something different. And they do that same portion of the game over and over and over. The early game is very lonely, especially when you haven't unlocked many of the types of roulettes and things like that, where the other players are. So you're queuing and you're not really getting good queue times, you're not having a good experience, and you're not really getting to experience the content that the developers are currently working on, which is the current expansion. Those last 10 levels, mostly centered on the very last level. So currently that's level 70, but when it becomes level 80, this Stormblood content will kind of become average, right? And hopefully the newest expansion will be even better. And so one of the common things is you want to get that first character to cap as fast as possible. And one of the ways that Square Enix does a great job encouraging this is that once you have a class at cap, you actually get an experience boost to all your other classes. So like, come on guys, we're trying to help you out. And story. So follow the story up, get your first character up, and after that, if you want to do some of these other strategies, like I'm leveling them all up at the same time so they can gear share, which absolutely protects armory space and money and all that. And it's very efficient, but you want to get that first one up. That's what lets you jump in with friends, even if it's only stuck to that one class. It's really what gets you involved in the community. Not to mention, should you have like a paladin that you're like, oh my god, he's level 30 and he still has level 10 boots because I just never seem to find boots and they're not available from a quest drop. Well, level 30 boots are really cheap compared to the amount of money you make doing level 70 content. So, it's really easy for level 70 to kind of cash flow those lower classes. Same with crafting, same with gathering. Now, if you want to level those all up kind of in groups, there is a valid strategy there. But get a battle class to 70 before you do anything else. Now, if you are bored and you really are stuck at 53 and I just have to have a break, I get it. So first and foremost, have fun. This is a game. Have fun. So if it is not fun to play that class anymore, try something else. Maybe go do a couple levels of this. But as much as possible, try to just buckle down and get that class all the way to cap. Really, you're going to feel better for it long term, even if you don't end up making that your main long term, because I think sometimes it's really easy to estimate like how fast you'll get an alt up, especially with how much experience storyline is really giving, because that first class goes up what feels like mostly from watching cutscenes. So that is kind of Brian and I's opinion on that. We don't always touch on it. There are a lot of leveling strategies, and I think really a lot of those become relevant when you start to talk about that second, that third, that fourth, that fifth, crafters, gatherers, all those other things. But with your first battle class, get into the current end game. You don't have to beat the current end game, but get up to that level cap. Get into where you've caught up on story. You can do the roulette. You have a decent level of gear. You can join us for maps. You can, really start to kind of enjoy other portions of the game easily. That is incredibly important. It's what makes teleports feel dirt cheap. It's what makes a missing piece of gear feel dirt cheap. It's really a big reward. It gives you huge access to things. When you talk about getting into expansions where flying has been unlocked, having your first class already go through and unlock all that for you means when your alts get to that level range, if they need to fly out somewhere to do something, they already have flying at the beginning of that zone rather than unlocking it at the end of the zone like your main had to. So I think, long story short, you should level that class first. I just wanted to touch on that because the question comes up a lot, and I think Brian and I kind of mentioned it a little bit here and there, and I just wanted to make it very clear kind of what our stance are and why. So if you have other good reasons, maybe for or against, other thoughts on it, maybe you're about to level your second class now, or you have a main from ARR and you're picking the game back up and you want to try something different, that's a really common reason to have kind of two high-level characters. Let us know. I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. My name is Chris with Work to Game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and I will see you next time.
Thanks for watching. YouTube has a pretty cool video waiting for you over here.
Our latest vlog is down below. For those of you new, subscribe is over here, and all of our other contact info is just right below me here. Thanks for watching.